way to the National Waterways Museum.
And what's going on there today?
There's a historic boat rally.
Which should be really cool.
So we're looking forward to it. It's 10:05 in the morning. We're on the motorway, just not far now. We've got about 9 miles to go before we get there. Traffic's moving quite well.
For a bank holiday weekend.
Yeah, considering it's Good Friday.
So anyway, more later.
Yeah, talk to you soon. So here we are in the National Waterboat. Here we are in the National Waterways Museum Cafe. Carol doesn't make life easy for me. Why should she? She's married to me, for goodness sake.
No way.
So what's the plan today?
The plan is to go around and look at all the events that are happening here at Ellesmere Port today. There's going to be a lot of really old boats coming in, like a flotilla, I think, and lots of different activities for families and children. Easter is coming up, so I think they're even going to have an Easter egg hunt.
Are you going to participate in the Easter egg hunt? Don't you think you're a little bit old for that, Kat?
I'm never too old.
I had to admire these really pretty jars covered with granny squares and filled with crocheted flowers. They were made by their very own National Waterways crochet group.
They couldn't have picked a better day for this event. And I'm not sure, what time is it? Do you know any idea what time it is? No, she's
Looking at my wristband. Sorry, don't
That's
have
a
the
minimalist design. So the boats are due to start arriving at about 11 a.m. But we'll have a quick wander around, do a little bit of filming. You're the first person who's ever come up to us and said, "Are you on Twitter?" It's always YouTube, isn't it? We've only got, we've got a tiny channel. It's 4,000 people followers. We get a lot more views than that, but people decide that we're crap and they're not going to keep.
I'm the same. Like, I went on my YouTube thing the other day, and I went, oh, look at that! I've lost a lot more subscribers.
I've got a new video up, and I'm going to watch the subscribers. So introduce yourselves. You're Craig,
Yeah.
and you're
Actually, everybody calls me Mrs. H. Yeah, nobody knows who it is, Nicky.
It's out about this is Craig and this is you're actually presenters on a radio.
Yeah, it's a radio show on Bayside Radio.
Bayside Radio. What's your show called?
Non-debate.
Do you know what frequency it goes out?
It goes on DAB. It's on one of the DAB channels, and it's also on the internet.
So what happens on a Monday night when we do the show, we're also live on social media channels.
Okay.
So I'll put a post out. It's mainly Twitter that everybody does on a Monday night.
Yeah.
But I'll put a post out saying that the show's coming. Everybody jumps onto that link, and then the banter starts all the way through the show for 2 hours. So, which is quite good because it's like a little community. We have people all over the world that tune in.
Yeah.
So although the time difference, we have a lady in New Zealand that gets ready for work and listens to us on the way to work, and so people in Italy. So
Do you find that though with some of, unless they're Brits abroad, they don't quite always get our humour?
we do have to explain because I use quite a lot of Mancunian slang, and then he's like, we need to explain that. And it's because we have a break where the sort of next sort of tune's playing, and he'll go, they won't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, oh right, because I said butty one day, so I was like, oh, and I had a butty. And he's like, people won't know what a butty is.
Now, do you mean a piece of bread, or do you mean something you tow after a boat?
Well, exactly. So, we have to explain it was a sandwich, right? It's a chip sandwich, so it's a chip butty, or, So it's things like that people abroad wouldn't have a clue what I'm talking about.
I think the problem we have is that we have between us, same as you guys we'll have a certain amount of banter which can just be good humour, but it can come across as quite acid. People write to me and say, You should be nicer to your wife.
We get that. People say, I can't believe you said that to her. And she's still there laughing.
He's absolutely dreadful. Sometimes he'll start on the radio and it's like, pick. And then I'll just, because we basically can do what we want on those 2 hours. So then I'll be like, I'm going to get you later. And I'll say it on air, or I'm like, you're going to get a punch after this. And it's like, and because we're doing that, people love it, you know, and it's like, they put all these silly little clips on and everything. But, you know, there's one lady that lives down south, and she's like, you just crack me up every week.
Craig and Mrs H have a boat, a 28-foot 1968 narrowboat.
Yeah.
But because they had an adverse event happen in their life as well, didn't they? Because you had a house fire.
Yeah, that's right.
So, because you'll do anything to have a story for the radio, Craig. It's true, isn't it? Let's set the house on fire. So give us something to talk about.
It was as easy as that. It's given plenty to talk about anyway.
It's sometimes hard to think of things to talk about, isn't it?
Very. And considering people think we lead an exciting life. And then we struggle to talk about things. And it's different when I was in work, because I've not been in work for 2 years. Nearly 2 years, because I had several heart attacks. So I've not been in work. So
you look well.
Thank you.
But I didn't see you before. So. But you feel well now.
I'm game.
And it's worrying for you as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Considering I was the one that had to driving school spell in the middle of a major
Right.
Right.
That's a sobering experience, isn't it?
But I nearly killed him myself when he survived.
For making you so upset. Yes, I get that. Yeah.
So what are you doing here today, you guys? Something for the station?
No, we've been invited down by the Canal and River Trust. They invited us down. They sent us an email saying, did we want to come down? We're supposed to be meeting up with somebody I don't know, Cath.
Do you know Cath?
No, I
I'll
don't.
introduce you to Cath. She's lovely.
So, yeah.
I've said you're lovely only here, Cath. So you have to
I
give us...
believe him. I'm going to film the arriving of the flotilla.
Flotilla,
yes,
yeah.
the flotilla.
Don't ask me to say that word.
Yes.
It doesn't come out anything like that. It's about as good as my Welsh, isn't it?
Craig, you're originally from Manchester, you know, transplanted into the wilds of North Wales.
Yeah.
Are you originally, Mrs H, are you from Wales?
No, with this accent, definitely Manchester.
Okay. Well, you know, we've been transplanted a bit. I mean, obviously, Carol has a little bit, haven't you?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Like I'm overseas.
Halfway across the world by
All the way across. Not at all. Not at all.
She's working on her Lancashire accent now that we're on the Lancashire-Yorkshire border, you know.
She means you pies next.
Yes.
Yes, right. You have to go around saying, hey,
She does say to me every Thursday now, what day is it? It's pie night. And I'm thinking it's a real success for me in terms of anglicising Carol. Because when they talk about pies, they talk about those stupid little fruit pies.
Cherry pie.
Cherry
Yeah,
pie. So what we'll do, we've got one of their cards, and we will put a picture shot of the card, and we'll also put their details in the description below the video, so that if you want to join in,
catch up with it for more of this natural English banter, completely unrehearsed, wasn't it?
Yes.
I didn't even know them 15 minutes ago.
I know you feel like you've done this breath.
Feel like mates now. It's too late, Cath. You're already being interviewed. So here we have the world's most reluctant interviewee. So if there was a major disaster and they wanted somebody who was the only eyewitness, Cath would say, "No, I don't want to be on. Don't want to be on film." Sorry.
But never to disclose, don't say.
So Carol, what did you want to know?
Well, I would like you to tell our audience all the kinds of cool stuff that's going on here at Ellesmere Port today, and also some of the stuff that's going to be coming down the pipe.
So today is the first day of am I talking to you or to...
You can talk to Carol or to Carol.
Okay.
Very few people talk to Carol, so...
So today is the first day of the Easter Historic Boat Gathering here at the National Waterways Museum in Ellesmere Port. Beautiful day. We had our eye on the weather all week. We weren't so sure. But we're waiting for the flotilla of boats to come down from Chester They set off at 9 o'clock this morning. There's 55 historic narrowboats, and they're being led by Saturn, being pulled by Flower, and they will be arriving soon, and they'll be leading the display.
We're looking forward to seeing Flower as well. Something special about Flower's appearance. I've been told that she has the most amazing eyelashes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you were told that. You didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Maybe you should interview me.
Can you tell me all you know about it?
Well, all I know is that Flower is a horse.
Yes, with eyelashes.
It's a she, I take it, and she's got gorgeous eyelashes.
Hey, I've got one more fact. So David Ray, who owns Flower, his daughter Elizabeth is 8, and Flower is 8, and so his daughter's had her all that time. So she'll be here as well. And yeah.
Is Flower technically Elizabeth's?
Yes.
horse?
Yeah.
But David does all the maintenance and pays the vet bills every day. So that's good.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening today. But you also got some exciting things in the future here at the museum.
Yes, we have. The Easter boat gathering goes on over the whole of the Easter weekend, so we'll be having lots of course boating demonstrations, which is something we haven't had for years and years. So everyone is very excited. The crowds are starting to arrive. So, and then over the weekend we'll have live music and Morris dancers, and our toll bar is open, and so it's going to be we're all very excited. But we've got loads of half ales today, and we've got our staff are all in costume, dressed up. So over the summer, our summer programme is really starting today. And then we've got a steampunk event in April. That will be our third one. They come from all over the country, so West Midlands and North Yorkshire. And then in May, we're very excited because we've got the old-time sailors having to play live in concert. They are supporting Madness and the Lightning Seeds in the summer. So we're really, with the big boys, aren't we? So yeah, we're very excited about that. And then that weekend will be our pirate weekender. So we've got the Conway Pirates coming down, and there's going to be a mutiny at the port, and they're going to take it over, and we've got to fight back for our port. So we've got all the props. So they're going to bring everything with them. They've got stocks. They're bringing a mermaid. So we've got. Right. This is May 18th and 19th. Old Time Sailors is May the 17th. And then after that just starts a programme of, we've got vintage vehicle weekends, Vikings.
Lots of fun stuff.
Loads of fun stuff. Loads of really nice family events. There's some traditional village fete. We've got a fun dog show.
Is there plenty of accommodation in the area, Cath, for people who want to come and spend the weekend?
Yes, we have the Holiday Inn, the Ellesmere Port Holiday Inn, which is just there. And anyone who is coming to an event at the museum should just mention that they're with us, and they will get some discount.
Harold, I'm surprised you didn't ask Cath if they have bathtubs in the room. Because, as you know, with boat dwellers, a bathtub is a luxury.
Yeah, because we need to be able to soak once in a while. If a person brings their boat here, isn't there some sort of deal where you can moor here and then you get a museum ticket as well? What is that deal?
There's an Easter egg hunt every day for children. So they just ask for a sheet on reception, and then when they've completed that, they can choose their treats from a big Easter basket. And then we've got some Easter activities. So we've got Easter bonnet making, painting. Yeah, and there's loads of kind of self-led activities as well. So anyone who's sort of a bit crafty, there's always something going on. And our beautiful playground.
Well, we're going down later on, and subject to not capturing too many vibrant young faces there, we will be filming the playground.
Yes.
So it's been really good catching up with you again.
Well,
Pleasure
lovely to
meet
see
you.
you
We feel like we know you
I
well
know,
now, Cath,
you're
so-
our buddies now, aren't you?
Carol's being irresponsible.
Ahoy there!
Avast, shivery timbers.
This is so cute. This is so sweet.
It is cute, isn't it? Little playhouse is.
Place to climb, a rope.
Got a rope with a knot in it. I'd struggle to climb this, I think. And they got this where you can run run in and out of it like a dog being trained. I suppose the idea here is that you kind of step on these. Do you want to show this one, Carol? We didn't want to put children on the film, so we've got our own child doing this. You have to do it at high speed, like an agility test.
We'll just speed it up.
That's pathetic.
We'll just speed the video.
I've seen chihuahuas do it faster than that. There you go.
That's where you moor your bows.
So you can learn your ropes.
How to do your ropes
how to tie a boat off. Oh, what could possibly go wrong here?
There's about 36 boats coming from Chester today. Or about half the boats we've got clear exact places where they're going.
Okay.
And the others go and find spaces. So, and that's been a tradition for the 40-odd years that this event's been going. Well, over 40 years. A lot will go down into the lower basin, some will go into our upper basin, and some will be dotted around up here. So
When they're moored up and people are coming at the weekend, do they get to look in the boats, or do they?
it will vary. Some people are happy to display their boats, but generally speaking, these boats are people's homes. They're living on them.
Yes.
They may not live on them all the time, but while they're boating, they are living on them.
Right.
So some will be on display and have display boards explaining about the history of the boat and where they've come from and that sort of stuff. So it's all part of contributing to what we've already got at the museum here, which is lots of things, but this is obviously an extra special event.
While we were waiting, I decided to get into a position where I could see the boat Saturn being pulled by Flower. And here comes Flower now. It's amazing how such a small horse can pull a heavy narrowboat through the water. That's what you call flower power. Saturn is a wooden flyboat built in 1906 for the Shropshire Union Railways and Canal Company, Fleet number 598. In 1923, she was acquired by LMS, Fleet number 102, and in the mid-1950s to the 80s, she was converted to a hotel boat. In 2012, Saturn carried the runner bearing the Olympic torch over the infamous Ponticelti Aqueduct.
Elizabeth, what type of horse is Flower?
She's a cob.
She is. She's gorgeous, isn't she? And here she is on the way, Flower on the way to her stables. Is this where Flower's going to be staying tonight? Is she staying here the weekend, Elizabeth? Lovely.
She'll be staying in this part though, because they used to stay in that part then, but she's never stayed in one of them before.
Oh, okay.
She's going to have this area.
So do you think she'd get a little bit nervous if she was in these areas?
We've took her in here before, and we're going to take off her harness in there.
Okay, lovely.
We're going to, her schedule's going to be in that bit.
Okay, sounds good. It's nice and clean in here.
Yeah. It had all the colours and things up, but they took that down.
Okay, yeah, nice, very nice. She's a beautiful horse. You're very lucky to have her.
Out here is where they mucked the stables out to.
This is called the midden. M-I-double-D-E-N.
Hello, Daisy. Daisy's out here for the museum day as well.
Hello. Hello. Hi. Oh, you're so pretty. Aren't you pretty? Oh, my goodness. Hello.
Is she a steamboat or is she?
We think it was a design for a steamboat. Boating was always built as a thing.
Okay. We have seen one steamboat on the lead to Liverpool. There's one on there. I don't know if you know of it. But how old is she?
It was built and as a maintenance job for the Thames Conservancy.
And is she your boat?
Yes.
And how long have you?
Probably about 6 years. We started boating when I was 8.
Okay.
We did the usual hire boats and things and that. Then once my brother and I had started earning it, in effect, we, as a family, mum and dad, we had a boat built.
Okay.
With a Bollinger engine in it, if you know those, the Boating engines. Then, but when we finished fitting that out, we bought Rudd. Now, Rudd is not here this year because it's having a new bottom in it, but it's a narrowboat.
Oh, yeah.
Built in 1936. So we've had that for a long time, then started collecting more. So that's ours. It's a consortium. It was 2 or 3 of us and 2 or 3 incomes in it. My great-grandfather was, in one census, he was a spade man, which I think means a labourer. And in the next census, he was a canal gauger, using staff. But we are weighing boats here, measuring the freeboard.
So you've got the history.
We do have a history
on the canal.
Canal employees there.
Yeah.
You're going to tell us a little bit about the naming of this beautiful boat, Diana Margaret. Can you?
So, Diana Margaret, they're the names of Di Skilbeck, who I first met probably 50 years ago when we both came down to the first working party here at the museum, at the start of the museum. And Di was one of those stalwarts of the museum. She was chairperson of the Waterways Museum Society for many years, and I took over from her. She managed to pass it on to me, slipped me a slippery one there. But particularly she was really into Gifford, the wooden boat, which is moored with Saturn that you will have seen earlier on. That is a wooden tar tanker, Clayton tar tanker that used to work to Ellesmere Port. So that was her little baby. She particularly raised a lot of money for it and cajoled everyone to take care of it, as we all did. So, there have been many volunteer members that have stayed with the society over the years, but Di particularly illustrated that to the best way possible. And so Di unfortunately died about a year ago, and she left some money to help refurbish our trip boat. The trip boat has been around since 1989, but it was in need of a bit of care and attention. So it's been over at Northwich and having some work done on it and being converted so we can run it as volunteers. So now we're running it as a 12-seater trip boat with volunteers. And it's very fitting that it's named Diana Margaret after our wonderful Di Skilbeck.
What was she like as a person, Mike?
Very, very nice. She knew what she wanted and she knew how to get it done. To run a museum like this requires all sorts of skills and determination and work through thick and thin. And Di embodied all that sort of. There's always challenges to overcome, but we always enjoy it as friends as well. There's a tremendous encouragement to bring in new volunteers. And this year we're really trying to encourage more and more people to come and join us. Not only because we need people to do it, because they will find it interesting. And we've got a friendly bunch of people, so it's a social occasion for a lot of volunteers. And you can always feel you're doing something useful. And Di was really good at conveying that sort of come and join us and help us. But there are lots of people like us. We're not individual. It is a teamwork. We've got.
I know. There's
we've
a lot
probably
of smiling faces in the staff here today. Enjoy it.
Yeah. It's controlled chaos today, but we're used to that. Yeah. So.
Thank you, Mike.
Okay.
Really good.
We'll see you later.
See you.
We hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, please like, comment, and share. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe and click the bell to be notified when we put up new content. See you soon.